They should have won every single game. 49ers should be 3-0 right now. Like
Easily.
You just got to get out of your own way. You got to get out of your own way.
That's it.
And the fact that they're 3 turnovers and a safety, 0 for 9 to start the game on third down, and you lost by 1 point on the road to Russell Wilson?
I tell you what, if they wouldn't have gave up that safety, they wouldn't have lost by 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? So is 10 points enough to win a game? No. But the way the 49ers defense plays, it could be, because this defense can hold teams. Oh my gosh, the Denver Broncos were coming into this game. They were like 3rd in rushing offense, 3rd or 5th, one of the two.
Do anything.
They did nothing. And the only reason why they were gashing us up, John, was because delayed plays on the run game. Like, that's what it was. Our guys were over pursuing. They were trying to get to that backfield as quickly as possible. And their running backs were waiting, and they were taking off for a little yards down. But that got adjusted, that got fixed, and that got negated like after a while. So 49ers can stop the run. That's good news. That's good news. Y'all want optimism? 49ers can stop the run even without Eric Armstead. 2 years ago or a year ago, when Javon
one of him went out, it was done. It was done.
Eric was on the outside. They had to put him on the inside in order to stop the run. So that's good news.
Yeah, there's just so many positives. Charles Omenihu just keeps making plays all over the place.
Kerry Hyder with a sack. He got his first sack this season.
I talked trash on him too. You remember?
Yes, I did.
You remember? I did. I was like, man, why is Hyder out there to start this drive?
Because they were in the oh my gosh, they were in the Bumbo Jumbo package. What did you call it?
Bravo. And I was like, why is he out there right now? We just had a long break for the defense. Get Nick Bosa out there. And then he made a sack that play, which was awesome. And now snap count, I think, is important. Nick Bosa had 57 out of 74 snaps, which is a lot. That's a lot for a defensive lineman. I was wrong. So to put that into perspective, I'm looking at other D linemen that got snaps. Kinlaw got 42. Drake Jackson got 22. Kerry Hyder got 20. Kevin Givens 35. What?
Nick wasn't trying to come off the field at all.
No, he wants to play. And that's another thing. The Bravo group that they do, that's the backup group, the B group. That's where that comes from, right? Last year, and again, one of the reasons why I like D'Amico so much more, he's not doing a full Bravo group. He's leaving one starter out there with 3 backups. And so it's not just 4 straight backups. A lot of times that's Nick Bosa. Sometimes it's Kinlaw. Sometimes it's Ebukam. But you're balancing so it's not such a giant step back and going in waves, which I like.
Yeah.
I like.
And I see Collie says he saw a place where we got gashed up the middle. That's because that the Denver Broncos adjusted. They were using the speed of the 49ers, and they were allowing it to come in fast, and they would just wait a little bit, and then boom, they hit you with the gash up the middle. The 49ers ended up adjusting to it, but they were getting us. So you're right.
I mean, they averaged 3.1 yards per rush. We averaged 4.6. We didn't run the ball more. They kept running. And again, okay, let's talk about ballots and go kind of full circle. If you want to know my biggest issue with Kyle Shanahan and play calling, it has nothing to do with the plays that were called. It's that he gives up on the run game in close games. I don't like that. He feels that, it seems that, this is just my own interpretation, that when the game is getting late, he just goes throw happy when you don't have to. You don't have to. And I know they were stacked. They had 6-man stacked lines, not box. They had 6 men on the line. I get that. But when you're averaging 4.6 yards per rush, you got to keep running the ball. Jordan Mason should have had 5 carries this game. And part of that was on the snap back to Brindle that killed his drive when he was out there. But he should have been back out there. You got to get somebody besides Jeff Wilson Jr. running the ball. They were keying on Debo. If Debo was in the backfield, they were shooting a safety. And one of the big plays to Ayuk early was because the safety shot when Debo was in the backfield and Ayuk window was open. Anyway.
The 49ers Rush Podcast.